I want to run through the basics of creating a Padlet and using Padlets in the classroom. Because we have Google Apps for Education, you can log in with your Google account, and then you can go up to Dashboard. You'll see Padlets that you've recently viewed. You won't have anything. And then you can create Padlets, and that's with the plus sign. Before I go to create the Padlet, I'm going to show you that the place where you'll want to go back to if you have the kids doing Padlets is up here where it says Padlets, because this is where you can manage all of the Padlets that you've created. It's really easy to create a Padlet. You just hit the plus sign in the upper right corner, New Padlet, and this is what comes up. So basically a Padlet is a wall that you can post things to. It's not guaranteed that you're going to keep everything where it is when you start it, so when you close the Padlet and open it again, things could shift around. All you have to do to add something to the wall is double click it, and then you can create almost like a sticky note. You can upload pictures, or you can take a picture from your video or from your camera on your computer. So for the project that I'm working with someone on, she wants to have the kids take pictures of different emotions. So she could give them the word in Spanish, have them type the word, and then upload a picture of themselves. I have some from yearbook last year, so I'm just going to use one of these as an example. Or double click and have them use the take a photo from webcam, and they can do all of the emotions right there. Because kids get really into taking pictures, you could even have them take pictures on their phone from home if this is a project that they're working on at home, and then they could edit them and save them to their computer by emailing it to themselves. So those are different options. You could also use Padlet to send one Padlet link to the entire class so that they could put their opinion on a movie, put their opinion on a lesson, share ideas as an exit ticket. Those are just a couple of ideas that you can use Padlet for. What you're going to want to do, if you want to give them all different Padlets, you'll want to create all of the Padlets for them. And that's easy to do just by hitting the plus button. All of these will then be saved to your Padlet account. The key is you're going to want to distribute the links to your students, and then have them use the modify this wall and change it to their name. They can then take a picture of themselves if they want, or just use one of the already uploaded pictures, and that'll come up on their wall. That way, when you go back into Padlet and go to where your Padlets are, you'll see places where they're named versus ones where it's still the generic link. So this is the easiest way to have it done if you want to watch the kids build a wall. Otherwise, if you don't create the links, they're not going to be linked to you, because it's easier to do it this way than to have them all go in and create walls and email you the link to the wall. Because otherwise you're going to get into having to create accounts for them, and at this point, if you just want to do a project, it's easier to create the wall for them and distribute the links to them so that you can manage it. It's also nice when you're in a Padlet. There's a lot of different ways to export it. You can upload it to Facebook, you can tweet it, pin an example of a project, export it as an image or a PDF if for some reason you want to save this to your OneDrive, email it to yourself, or if you're going to put it into a blog, you can use an embed code to put it into your blog. Also, if you use QR codes, there's a QR code to each of the Padlet walls that are created. So that's just a little bit about Padlet. It's a neat tool to use for different reasons, and I'd be happy to share more ideas on how to use it if you're interested.